Let's move on to business taxes. There are several different taxes businesses must pay to different taxing authorities during the year, and you must be aware of them. Some of these are federally imposed taxes and some are state-imposed taxes. Because each state's requirements are different and do not fall within the scope of this training, we will focus on the federal taxes. The federally imposed business taxes can be broken into two categories, payroll and income. Federal payroll taxes include federal income tax withholding, FICA taxes, and federal unemployment taxes, also known as FUTA taxes. Federal income tax includes self-employment tax, corporate income tax, and excise taxes. The type of business the taxpayer operates determines the type of taxes the entity must pay, as well as the manner in which they are paid. I will briefly discuss each of these. For instance, self-employment or SE tax is the Social Security and Medicare tax for individuals who work for themselves. If you are working with a taxpayer who is a sole proprietor or part of a partnership, they will most likely need to submit quarterly payments for this tax. If your taxpayer has employees, then the federal income tax withheld from the employee's paychecks must be submitted to the IRS on a regular basis. In order to determine the amount of federal tax withholding required, your client must have access to information about each employee, including payroll period, employee's marital status, wage amount, and the number of withholding allowances claimed by the employee. How does the employer secure this information? By requiring employees to fill out Form W-4 where the necessary information is listed. The employer must retain the W-4 in his records. If the employee does not fill out a W-4, the employer must withhold as if the employee was single with no withholding allowances. These W-4s are for the employer's records and do not need to be sent to the IRS. The taxpayer will need Publication 15, Circular E, the employer's tax guide, to assist him with properly withholding taxes from his employee. The employer must also withhold Social Security and Medicare taxes, known as the Federal Insurance Contribution Act, or FICA for short, from the employee's gross pay. The Social Security portion of FICA has a maximum amount on which it should be charged. This maximum salary limit changes yearly. The Medicare portion of FICA taxes has no limit. It's wise to note that self-employment taxes are paid in lieu of FICA taxes for the owner or partner of a business. It's based on the net income of the business, not the amount of the draws. So a sole proprietor or partner does not withhold FICA from a draw. Instead, FICA should be included with the quarterly estimated tax payments. In addition to your tax services, you may consider providing employers with payroll services for their employees. Usually, this type of paperwork is not their favorite thing to do, and they often gladly contract it out. Let's talk about unemployment tax. The Federal Unemployment Tax Act, or FUTA, pays for programs that benefit workers who have lost their jobs. The second category of federal taxes is for income taxes. Of course, the largest of these is for individual or corporate income taxes, and you are quickly becoming an expert in both of these areas, which is this program's primary objective. Excise taxes are also occasionally paid to the federal government. These could include taxes and fees on heavy trucks and trailers, some gas guzzler cars, communication services, as well as taxes on alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. This occurs infrequently.